Hi everyone, I am Jui Kim and I will introduce about Korean school culture today. Let's explore Korean school. The first thing to introduce is the admission and graduation of Korean school. Admission is generally from March 2nd to March 4th. Korea's education starts in March. Most of them graduate in February. Korea has been implementing the second semester system. Students enter middle school 6 years after entering elementary school and high school 3 years after that. The next thing to introduce is the classroom of Korean school. The number of students per class is 28 to 30 in the first grade and 30 to 32 in the second to sixth grades based on elementary school. There are about 10 classes Korean schools. There are desks and chairs in the classroom where students can sit and study, and there are blackboards and TV. The second thing to introduce is the Korean school event. Sports Day. The school holds a sports day as an event activity for students' health maintenance, development, and cooperation. As social distancing is completely lifted, various changes are taking place in schools. These days, the Sport Day, which was suspended due to COVID-19, was held for the first time in 3 years. Next, school trip. School trip refers to traveling to tourist attraction as a learning activity in elementary, middle, and high school. Students should broaden their knowledge by seeing and listening to nature and culture in places they do not normally treat. The next thing to introduce is the event of Maehol High School where I am currently attending. April 16 Ferry Saver disaster. On April 16, 2014, the passenger ship Ferry Saver, which was heading to Jeju from Incheon, sank in the sea near Jindo Island, killing and missing 304 passengers. It is a very sad incident. So, Maehol High School students made badges to remember this incident. A campaign to write one's plans. It is a campaign that motivates and stimulates passion by writing down your plans. Most of the students in Maehol High School wrote down their college goals. The third thing to introduce is the Korean examination. School grades. This includes the grades of the midterm and final exams. Most students go to college on their school grades. College Scholastic Ability Test. It is an annual test conducted by the Ministry of Education to select eligible people who can study at universities. The last thing to introduce is the Korean school uniform. The school uniform is a type of uniform designated by a school for students to wear. School uniforms are divided into winter uniforms, spring and autumn uniforms, and summer uniforms according to seasons. Korean uniforms also have gym clothes for physical activities. This picture is me and my friends. Thank you for listening to the introduction of Korean school culture. I hope you get closer to Korean culture based on this video. As Vice President of the Students' Council, I will try to develop Korean school culture more. Bye!